We're talking about teaching JoJo how to ballroom dance.
So Alexander and Sylvia are both nobles. They can teach JoJo how to ballroom dance. Sylvia can teach JoJo how to ballroom dance in heels.
I think I'd rather do the ballroom jig. Or the ballroom blitz. Ballroom blitz, actually.
Hey, Lord, you should look at the
Do
pictures
you not
of,
know
JoJo.
of the song Ballroom Blitz, Jordan?
No.
Who wants to educate him?
Lord, look at the picture with JoJo dancing naked and Smiggle hiding.
Oh, I saw it.
Poor
No.
Smiggle, look at his face.
Yeah, I tried to color Soldara's hair, but colored pencils can only do so much.
She
Hey, Lord?
just looks fucking done.
Is she not?
Fair.
Did you see Smiggle? The picture he did of Smiggle above her, where Smiggle
That
looks
picture
tired?
just reminds me of Link. I'm just saying.
Hey, Lord,
Link
before
with a
anything,
hat.
since I climbed halfway down the boat and then fell, is the boat on fire?
No. But
Good.
you take another point of fire damage from your ass being on fire for that long.
Okay, and then JoJo fell into the water. Just a point?
A point of fire damage. But he takes falling damage. 2
I forget
falling
what
damage.
falling damage to the water is.
Well, I mean, you gotta think about it. If you're going fast enough, water is just as hard as concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it is handled slightly differently. Like, from a certain height, it's less, and then from another height, it's more.
Or we can just do it all the same.
Yeah.
So another 2 points of falling damage / bludgeoning as you impact with the surface of the water and your ass is extinguished.
Thankfully, JoJo.
Wait, isn't it an alcohol / grease fire?
It was more or less the wind from the falling.
Anyways, David,
I was
you don't
about
have
to say,
to
did
worry
you make a
about
puddle of fire on those?
because he absorbs 3 points of damage.
Well, you also gotta think about it. Now, grease fires actually don't last that long, especially with alcohol.
Fair.
So
I got me
it
and
was
Jordan
more
on
or
the
less-
sidelines trying to make this worse.
It was more or less his fur burning.
I
Oh, he's
can't
gonna be
get
bald.
the wisp loop thing.
Now that JoJo's fur has been extinguished with the fire, now JoJo's got a shiny ass. Now he really can moon people.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Anyways, JoJo, now that he's been put out, is trying his best to climb back up the boat.
Of which you have slight difficulty considering majority of this boat is now covered in slug.
Oh, I think that's a hint. Oh, no, it's slug. A hint of earth at lamp.
God damn it, Jordan, stop with the lampy.
The lampy?
Lampy. Clearly I haven't had enough coffee.
I have not had enough of that bean juice. Anyway.
That sweet, sweet beach.
Anyway. So, we'll cut back to the rest of the party now.
Yeah.
2 hours late.
So on your guys' approach to the boat, you see a bit of a fire kind of erupting from on top of the deck. You can't see the source,
God damn it.
but you see the light.
So that wasn't me. If I would have done that, the ship would have already been sinking. So,
Listen here, sorcerer. We don't care.
I just don't want someone saying
That means somebody's alive up there.
The real question is, did they
was
do that on
alive.
purpose?
That's a fair point. Well, who wants to volunteer?
You can be invisible.
Still
she
looking
can't
up at the
fly.
boat, her eyes dart to Sylvia. I can make you invisible.
For how long?
Hey, she
Yes.
is very, very sweet.
She just kind of sighs and was like, "How would I get up there without getting attacked?"
I mean,
She can
there's
trick you
the
out of
rope.
life.
All right.
Of which a staff taps you on the shoulder and. Shh. Oh yeah, no, it's more like.
God, Chelsea, get it right.
All right, well, go on.
All right, so I just start climbing the rope. So do I need a check?
Are you trying to do it stealthily, or are you just trying to climb?
I'm just trying to climb, honestly.
Just give me an acrobatics check.
So once she gets a certain amount up out of,
I'm pretty sure that passes.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right, so am I up the boat now?
You climb up after a few minutes of scaling to see that the deck is disgusting looking. Whole bunch of writhing piles of slug, and you see a small form way off on the opposite side of the deck, just kind of cowering.
I take my dagger out, just ready to stab any slug that gets too close.
They're all with, like, there's a good portion of them at your feet. What do you mean too close?
poke, 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 poke.
just
poke.
start stomping.
Aren't they all on fire?
Fun fact, as soon as you start stomping, invisibility. God.
Oh no. Oh no.
Can I tell her why it's gone?
Am I not allowed to attack while invisible?
No. I will
Is-
let you retract, because you did not know.
It's
Okay.
great to stealth attack, but
All right, so she basically just has to kind of like dance her way around to try and get to the figure.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the ballroom dancing. She'll be able to JoJo this.
All right.
Ballroom blitz. Thank you.
Do you need me to check for this?
Check for what? Are you being stealthy?
Yeah, me being stealthy and just making my way over there without stomping on one.
Wait a second.
Yes. Stealth check.
Stomping on them. You know about that dancing where you
Oh,
had said you
I
do a
failed.
lot of cooking?
Yeah, what is my stealth? Do I have a proficiency? Yes, so that's a 10.
The slugs just seem to continue to do what they're doing, but just from generally watching them to make sure they're not noticing you, they're not paying attention to you. They're actually making their way down below deck. Slowly but surely.
Oh, that's not great. Alright, so I just keep making my way towards that figure because,
Making my way downtown.
making my way downtown. And just try and get it, because you know what? I would like another human being right now, or at least not human, but another person.
another non-slug
Another non-slug, please.
gets a humanoid slug.
I would scream.
Hey, look, it's the thing.
Anywho, how far am I from them? Hello?
What?
How far am I?
If you're trying to take the stealthy approach, 30 feet.
30 feet. If I speak, is it gone?
You can speak.
Okay. I just start calling out, "Hey you! I'm here to help."
Oh shit!
Smeggle.
Yeah?
You hear this voice just call out for you. Somewhat familiar, but in this circumstance, you don't give a shit. You can't see where this voice is coming from.
I am looking around.
Can I recognize who they are? Or am I still too far away?
Their appearance rings a bell, but with a check.
Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
I'm looking around just in case.
It's a stupid halfling.
It's the stupid happening or
asshole.
a.
It's the stupid halfling.
Or is it?
Wait, how
yeah,
stupid?
Smiggle's your name, right? It's me, Sylvia. You
Hey!
probably don't know me because we spend a lot of time running.
It is the spy.
Huh?
It is the spy. The spy from Team Fortress 2.
Oh, it's Miss Spy again. Or are you an assassin?
Whichever one works right now. I'm trying to make my way through to you, but the slugs are everywhere, and I am disgusted.
Of which by this time you hear somebody come up the rigging behind you, Sylvia, and just give a slight groan. Oh my god, that was not good. No. Not doing that again.
What about the giant pile of charred slugs?
Wait, what? Okay, so someone just climbed up behind me, so I turn around to see.
Who else but your favorite sorceress?
Yeah! Is she invisible too?
No.
Okay.
How else would you
Sylvara.
recognize her? How else would you recognize her? I'm just saying.
They're complaining.
Christ. What?
Sadara, I found one of them.
What? I can't see you, you know.
But you can hear me.
Helpful.
I found Smiggle.
She then looks over around the deck, spots the halfling. Oh! Where's the other one?
I don't care right now.
I point over towards where he went. He went to get rid of the fire.
What fire?
Start the fire.
We didn't start the fire.
He on fire.
Then destroyed all the slugs.
Then
By starting on them.
I just fill him in the best I can.
Of which
Yes,
by the time
Jojo put himself on fire, then he farted on all the slugs and burnt them alive, then he blew himself up.
Of which by this time, as he's finished explaining, you guys hear a loud thud hit the top of the deck. You all look over and it's just hairy arm. Wet hairy arm. Another wet hairy arm. Then you see the horns. Of which you see Sildara physically panic.
Sylvia's just
You
like,
just
kind of
hear-
muttering a prayer.
They all hear this, then before they see a face or anything, they just hear, "Oh, that was so scary! I had to eat 3 slugs!"
In translation, he's going.
Because he's still inebriated, oh god.
Oh no. You'd think the fire would have burned it out of him.
Wait, they don't realize he's naked!
Oh no. Oh,
No, I
Christ, no!
Danny, I explained everything.
Oh,
And
you explained he's naked?
I would be like, be careful. He is naked.
Right, so, Sylvia, darling, I'm sorry to do this to you, but her staff taps the ground, and you reappear.
Sylvia just starts immediately going for the, like, trying to go find that treasure instead of staying to deal with the Minotaur. It's like, nope. Sadara, just real quick, where's that treasure?
Good question. I'll follow you. Of what you hear, footsteps just start tracing you.
And they start going back down below.
At
Sorry,
this
Smiggle,
point,
he's
can
your
Alexander
problem.
fly up?
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's gonna fly up, then... What's the first thing he sees?
He sees a furry, naked creature ascending the
Nope.
deck. as
Nope.
well as several 100,000, maybe even million slugs.
He looks for Sylvia and follows her. I'm not dealing with the Minotaur. Nope.
I'll
Slug
go
of the Dust,
with. I am following the Miss Spy.
We're all just like, nope, nope, nope.
You know what the worst part is? Nobody's fast enough to get underneath the deck before JoJo is completely able to be on the deck and see everybody.
Teleportation.
As this happens, Jojo looks over. Oh God, I'm hallucinating. I thought I ate you all. He starts running towards them with arms outstretched. I'm so glad you're not eaten.
We are ghosts, remember?
Where's
We
Dreadful?
Okay, hey, persuasion.
Where's Dreadful?
Jojo,
Come on, where's Dreadful?
put your clothes back on, Jojo.
So Jordan, so tell me, what's your role?
Hold on, I've gotta open the thing.
You know what would have helped with this whole situation?
Hmm.
You being on it in the first place.
Hello?
Jojo, give me a d20 real quick. Please don't roll a 1. Please don't roll a 1. Please don't roll a 1. Please don't roll a 1.
Please roll a 1. Please roll a 1. That's not a 1.
My friends!
Where's Dreadful?
Jojo realizes that they're all there, they're all alive and not in his stomach. His arms outstretched, he runs at them. My friends! You gotta
Picks
help
up a
me!
slug.
My ass has been penetrated twice!
And they
Yeah.
hear.
I so wanted to cut at. Okay, I want someone his speech to return at ass penetrated twice. But I'm not.
Sylvia picks up a slug and tries to throw it at his jaw.
Go ahead and give me a d20 plus your dex modifier.
Come on, please, just give me this.
I think that'll do it.
Where's my
Jojo, what's your
dexterity?
AC? 20?
AC is 20.
I think that'll do it.
She picks up a slug, says stay the hell away
I
from
thought
me,
it was 18.
chucks the slug, no, 20, the art shield, chucks the slug, lands right on his jewels. He looks down, yells my man-me, grabs himself and starts hopping up and down in circles. He's going, no, I'm being penetrated a third time.
But we don't hear that. We hear.
Everybody run!
Way ahead of you!
I'm following.
We're all just bolting down the stairs.
Alright, so if I had to take a guess, it's probably going to be on the 4th level.
So,
I don't think it would
what's
be with the
going on
cargo,
here?
but I don't think it would be in the crew's quarters.
Alright, so let's go down to the 4th level before that maniac catches up.
Wait, where are we going? What are we doing exactly?
We're trying to get whatever we're supposed to be
We're
guarding
trying to
off
figure
the
out what the
ship.
cause of this problem is before we sink this bloody boat. And I don't know about you, Mr. Halfling, but I would rather deal with the slugs than the Minotaur.
I don't blame you.
Then shut your mouth and skedaddle!
Oh, I'm just wondering what we're doing. I know we're supposed to be heading to a new area, but other than that, I knew nothing.
So you
Remember,
guys,
Smeagol woke up being violated.
you guys quickly descend to the 4th level of.
I got a call from mom. I'm sorry.
What?
Oh, if I just connect.
She'll be
you-
right
oh,
Anyways, I'm pretty sure the time it took them to get to the 4th floor, JoJo was finally able to rip the slug off himself.
I mean, oh, naturally.
Alright. Well, JoJo, seeing them disappear, he goes to grab his dress and his stuff.
The first sane choice JoJo has made all night.
maybe in his life.
Poor JoJo. Oh,
So you
Well,
guys-
you're gonna regret saying that because after JoJo gets on his dress, puts his stuff on his back, and looks around, notices everyone's gone, can't figure out what to do. Then he realizes he's gonna explore the ship, but he's gonna do it a different way.
Oh no.
What's he doing?
What floor are we on?
JoJo walks. You're on the 4th floor.
Already? Nice.
JoJo decides he wants to explore the ship, but he doesn't want to deal with all the slugs. So he walks to the giant black pile of wood, the floor, and starts beating it with his axe, ripping a hole into the ground.
As the party
It's-
as the party reaches the bottom level, or on your way down, you start to notice that the slugs are starting to dissipate. The 2nd floor, there's half as much. The 3rd floor, there's barely any. On the 4th, it looks clean. You guys then start
They'll
to
go-
catch your breath for a moment, seeing as how the immediate danger has fled. And then start to notice that this level is definitely different from every other level, seeing as how every other level was a long corridor with many different branching doors. This one is open. As in,
Can
Why
we
do I hear boss music? That's a joke.
similar to basically a treasure room that you would find in a dungeon, but just
Okay, I'm not joking anymore. Why do I hear boss music?
lined with box after box after box, neatly organized.
Can Sylvia in any way check for traps?
Investigation.
David, you're good at that.
I failed. I failed. I failed.
Huh.
so bad.
I use bountiful
Buxies!
luck.
Can Alexander check
You all
first?
can.
Lord, I use bountiful luck.
Oh wait, yeah.
Which means for this roll, you cannot use luck on yourself. Sylvia.
I don't have any left.
What about Sylvia?
Hold on.
I'm scared.
Sylvia, you get to reroll.
Roll that run.
Do I get to reroll?
If you roll one, yeah.
You're breaking up.
Because bountiful luck. If you got a nat 1 on your roll, I can use my skill and help you reroll.
Danny, David, you didn't let me reroll to make the Minotaur wear clothing.
This is more
You
important.
want the Minotaur naked.
No, actually, I wasn't
Moving
paying
on.
attention at that time.
Moving on.
So do I get to reroll?
Yes.
Nice. Please, please. Let me be a useful rogue.
I was about another one.
15 plus investigation.
Yeah.
3, so 18.
Everything seems to be fine in this room. No obvious traps or anything, no pressure plates. Nothing.
Alright, she looks towards Sildar. I was like, if there was a treasure, where would it be?
Probably in a box.
You're real fucking helpful.
You hear a slight chuckle. I know, but you asked a dumb question, you get a dumb answer.
Well, the
This
kid
isn't some
was a little
tomb of some
sad.
ancient lord. This is a ship. It's gonna be in a box. It's not gonna be out in the open. It's not on
know what?
display.
Alexander
what's
goes
gonna-
to see if he can
What?
find
What's in a barrel?
any kind of book or registry that would list contents of the ship, of the storage room. See if he can figure out what box.
You guys realize what's gonna be the best thing here?
What?
JoJo's
You know how
going to go
JoJo's
through the ceiling and yell, "Oh yeah!"
JoJo, JoJo is getting to them through the floor. He's breaking through each floor, so they finally find a big box, realize the treasure's inside, and JoJo just falls out of the ceiling, out of the sky, right on the box.
Fine, what would I roll for
That'd
that?
be fun.
Investigation to find the bloody book, if one exists. You're not able to find any kind of ledger, clipboard, or anything in this room that would detail the contents of it.
All right, Sylvia just starts looking around for like maybe like an extra secure box.
Perception check.
Come on, please. I'm tired of being a useless. 16 is perception.
Oh, by the
I
way,
don't think
Fran,
I have anything. in
The
perception.
lottery, 11.
17.
We're not counting that roll, by the way.
I know.
Wait, me?
No, him.
Oh.
So, just gazing about these boxes, there are a few that seem to have a little bit more protection to them. Some of them have padlocks, some of them are bulkier than others, some of them are, like, looks like you just break them open with a whack of a crowbar. But there's one box in particular that seems to want to stay hidden.
Alright, beeline for that box. And I'm gonna
Alexander
get killed in a
sees
trap.
a
aren't I?
beeline, and he follows behind a little bit.
Is there any like obvious locks on there, or?
There isn't any obvious locks, but it appears to be chained.
Is there like a lock on the chains that I can try and pick?
The chains are bolted to the floor.
Oh well, fuck.
Have JoJo rip the chains off. Just wait
We're
for
all
JoJo.
running from JoJo.
We're
I
running
could
from
try
him,
and-
Danny.
I could try and blast the chain off if you want.
Please.
Okay. Alexander levels the staff at the junction of the chain in the floor, and casts Eldritch Blast at it.
Go ahead and roll me damage. There's no point. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Let me use my 19 shit.
Hey man, I didn't prompt you. Nice. 2. The blast shakes the bolt that is currently embedded in the floor. You see it come a little loose, but for the most part this chain is still held.
Okay, so he does it again.
Meanwhile, Sylvia calls out,
Dang.
Sadara, come make yourself useful and see if you can break this chain.
Does nobody have a fucking crowbar?
Oh.
Wait, do I? Wait, do I think I
Who just carries a crowbar?
JoJo has some in
Hammer.
his chest.
rogues.
So while they're looking for a crowbar, he just keeps shooting it with Eldritch Blast.
I have a bar.
Hey!
So, with this third and final blast, you connect with the metal, you hear it resonate, shakes violently, comes loose from the floorboard as that chunk of floor comes up with it. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, Alexander, as the chunk is flying towards you.
Well, since you got one, I'm grabbing my crowbar and going to get the rest of them out.
Just do a quick little squat to avoid it. Whoa!
I forgot I had some on me.
Got it, guys.
Sylvia looks disappointed.
Alright, so now that you guys actually have crowbars, and we have this lunatic bops you over the head with her staff, not shooting.
Hey! She asked. I did as asked.
You have a staff.
Hey guys,
The staff can
got
work.
I'm not gonna risk wrecking staff. I don't know.
I
If this thing
don't.
can
I
be broken.
fail to see how a chain link iron chain could break a mithril staff.
Weirder things have happened. It's safer to just blow it up.
We're on a ship in the middle of the ocean.
Which is why I didn't use fire.
So the box is unchained, right? Or
One
just
of the chains
chains?
have been lifted.
All right.
Lord,
How many are there?
I'm
There's
up on
3
some of
more.
the others.
since it took them a while to breaking the chains, how far down has JoJo gotten?
I don't know. What is JoJo's strength check to break through the floor? Athletics check, I should say.
Ain't it strength?
I've got. Oh, wait a minute.
Seven. 23?
Like it's actually paper, you take your axe, overhead swing straight into the ground, shattering the charred floorboards and falling into the first layer below the deck,
Dear God, help us.
along with a fair bit of slug.
Slug.
Lampreys!
JoJo's ready for
Jordan, I
round
will
2.
kick your ass.
I seriously just think they're lampreys because of how he described them. Sue me.
20?
You take your axe and do another overhead swing similar to the first, connect with the floor. Your axe goes through, but this woodwork is very, very fine, as you cannot break through.
I just want to say while he's doing this, Sylvia and Smiggle are like going at the chains with a crowbar.
Strength checks with either of you.
I have nothing in strength.
Just flat strength, not athletics. Sylvia, yours comes up with a little bit of difficulty, but it honestly feels like whatever floorboard
Okay.
it was in is a little bit rotted as it just kind of writes out.
Nice.
With a
mine
little
come
bit
out?
more difficulty from Smiggle, mainly due to his size and lack of upper body strength. He has to jump on his crowbar, but he gets his out.
As they get their chains out, JoJo takes another swing.
That was on
A
20.
15.
You take your axe, shift slightly from your position, swing downwards again, making a cross out of where you just hit. Axe goes through, but still not budging.
JoJo takes
By the
one
way,
more
can we
swing.
hear him making a ruckus upstairs?
A 12.
Man, I must be hitting a stud or something. This is not breaking!
Please, to God, let us get back to the chains.
Route. Oh god, I've got a perfect idea. Once
Alright,
they,
you're,
work on
you're
the
pausing on
chain-
that for a minute, Jojo.
Yeah, I said once they work on their chain, JoJo's got a great idea.
I'm gonna help her with the chain.
Yeah,
Can I roll?
team effort.
The last one. The last one.
Mage Hand
Oh, thank
pops out of
God you
nowhere and
helped.
goes over and helps.
Just so you know, you guys, it would only give advantage to a roll, right? When you aid somebody. Not,
Ah.
not everybody gets to make a roll.
I forgot that.
Doesn't.
Wait.
We'll
the
take
Mage
the
Hand
7.
is also
We'll
help.
take the 17 regardless.
Okay.
As you both, as Smiggle jams his crowbar underneath the last one with Sylvia running over there to help, you guys just force it out with no issue.
Alright, now back
as
onto
you
the
hear
actual.
the last chain come loose, you hear them all slide off of the chest and hit the floorboards with a loud thump.
Alright, attention to the actual box now. Can we just open it, or do we have to pry the top open?
Your call.
All right, I'm gonna see if I can just open it.
All right. So you just open it.
Ah. Okay, what's inside?
As soon as you open it,
Oh no.
I need you to make me a. What is this? Dexterity saving throw.
If it was intelligence, I would have felt fair.
I'm gonna fail this. Oh, I have a 5. So it's like a 13? I still fail, probably.
As you open this chest, you on the inside it looks wrong. Very wrong. As you see these fleshy
Shit, mimic.
these fleshy bits just sort of pulsing about on the inside of the chest, as you then see two hands
It's a-
reach out from the flesh and pull you in.
Shit, mimic. I'm gonna try to pull her out. I bet you wish you had JoJo now.
I forgot mimics were a thing.
Initiative.
That's why people have so heavily.
Hold on. Lord.
I got 12. Wait, don't I get like a plus 10 to my initiative?
20.
20.
So we
Wait,
got
I gotta
220s.
find. Where the fuck is my.
Lord Dennis, wanna ask something?
I was saying before they start their initiatives, JoJo's gonna take another whack at the floor.
You make an initiative roll too.
All right.
Wait, real quick. Don't I get like a plus 10 to my initiative?
Do you?
I'm trying to find. I wrote it down somewhere.
You have a character sheet you can look at.
No, because it doesn't reflect on.
It would in the feats, because if you have
Your tactical wit gives you your intelligence mod as well as your dex. Yeah. And then you also have alert, which gives you an additional 5. So yes, 10.
Nice. And then I found original.
Wait, no,
Obsidian.
not 10, not 10, not 10, not 10. 11.
Okay, what is it? 11. Wait, plus 11? Oh, shit.
3 dex, 3 intelligence. So 6, plus 5, 11.
So what's the fuck's 12? It's like 23? Is that correct?
23?
Because I rolled a 12.
What the shit? Oh,
I'm stupid.
Sildar.
Please help me.
Oh no. Well, it looks like Sylvia's gonna be going first, I think. What did JoJo roll?
And 11.
Between Smeggo and Alexander, who has the highest dex?
I got 20.
Highest.
at 20.
Who wants to go first?
Snickle, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
By the way, Jordan, can you get any closer to your mic?
It's the headset, dude.
Well, can you fix it?
No, I don't know what's the problem with it.
You sound distant, so I have a feeling it's the cord.
The cord doesn't go to the mic. It still goes to my phone mic.
Maybe move the phone closer to your fucking mouth.
So you don't know. Oh, it was fine.
The phone is directly against my
Yes,
face.
I can actually understand every word you are saying now.
Okay.
So, was it Smeggo or Alexander?
I said he'd go first.
Fucking hell. Alright, so first up is Sylvia.
Alright, so it has a hold of me, right?
It has you inside of it.
Alright, so
Half
I
in,
put
half
my
out.
hand. Alright, so I kind of like shove my hand against the fleshy part and use shocking grasp.
Does the thing get a saving throw for that? Oh, you have to make a melee spell attack against the target.
Why is she touching fleshy bits?
Which, because it has metal on it, you would get advantage, but you're grappled, which would give you disadvantage, so a normal roll.
So, what exactly am I rolling?
Roll a melee magic attack. Magic melee attack, whatever. So you're rolling a d20, adding your spellcasting modifier. Which is a +5, I think, for you, with that stuff.
I think so, yeah. Spell attack bonus?
Yeah, which is 5. So then you do your damage, which is 1d8.
Come on, Sylvia. Fuck.
2. Nice. Okay. And it can't do reactions until the start of its next turn. So neat. You pulse the magical energy through it, and all you can really tell that it did is it agitated the creature, as you saw the fleshy bit spaz for a second with its arcane energy.
Can I use an action to try and get out?
Your action was to attack.
Ah. Okay. Can I do anything else?
You have your bonus action.
Can I use that one to get out?
No.
Okay.
Unless you have a thing that says otherwise.
I don't think I do.
Keep in mind you can cast 2 cantrips per turn, with 1 as a bonus action.
Huh?
You can cast 2 cantrips per turn with 1 as a bonus action.
Let's see. Alright, I guess I try Chill Touch now.
Alright, make a melee ranged spell attack with disadvantage. Because you're within 5 feet of it and you're grappled. Oh, you're within it, really.
Melee.
No, it says ranged.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard you say make a melee spell attack.
So 8 is
You
plus...
did, but that was a while ago. Jordan, if you were to stop playing the game, you would know.
No, I thought
So
you
that-
just said it.
I did just say it,
Sorry.
but earlier.
So would that be a 13? With the...
Still does it.
Goddamn.
So, this is a 1d8, right? So, do I roll the 1d8 now?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I suffer from DBD.
DBD.
Finally! Dumb bitch disease.
Okay then. How much was it? 8.
8.
10 damage your turn. Nice. Will that do it for you though? Still trapped inside of this thing?
I don't know what else I can do to try and get out, so... Guess I end my turn.
Smiggle.
I'm guessing it's still trying to pull her in, right? I'll use cunning action to hide.
Hide where?
Oh, never mind. Scratch that. I'm gonna grab her legs
in his
and
own
try
shadow.
to pull her out.
What?
Let's see if the halfling sparkling strength works.
The one time I heard
Did you hear
Jordan speak clearly in the past 3 minutes, and it was to interrupt David. Can you say that again, David?
I'm gonna grab her legs and pull.
Okay. So that will be your strength versus its strength in a grapple check.
14.
Nat 20.
Dang it.
As it just holds her in there, and you can hear a slight slurping sound.
Ugh.
Just.
She's a lollipop! I'm not letting go, I'm just trying to pull, but I can't do any more than hang on to her.
Alright, well, is that the end of your turn then?
Swelling legs.
Is that the end of your turn then?
Yeah, I can't really do anything else except for
Alex!
hang on.
Something I wanted to ask is she fully within it?
She is from her waist up inside of the mimic.
Man, that's traumatic.
I mean, hey, you
Okay.
you didn't get shot in the cooch by a skeleton, did you? Poor Cinder.
Fair enough.
He's gonna try and like move slightly away from her, so like she's on the opposite side of him, and he's gonna try and hit it with inflict wounds.
Okay.
Let me fix my dice.
Yeah, that'll do it. So, Alex, as you go to touch this thing, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
He touches it with the staff, but
Yeah, I need you to make a strength saving throw. So, you reach out and you touch it with the staff, dealing, the damage, 18, straight to it. You see it shiver, but as you go to retract your staff from it, your staff doesn't come with you. You, in fact, pull back, let go of it, and it's stuck to the mimic.
Oh boy.
Mother!
And as you are pulling away, you hear Roto shouting, "Wait, no, 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 no!"
Okay, so I have to make sure if I can actually do this or not. So, 1 second, please. Because now I'm staffless, so technically, most of my spells I can't do.
Pretty sure
I can still do
you guys
Firebolt.
want the death now.
Because I can do Firebolt, I can do Eldritch Blast. So, Eldritch Blast.
No.
Yes.
Your
Terrible
connection
traumatic.
your connection to your patron deity has been severed.
I'm a sorcerer, not a warlock.
That Eldritch Blast is a warlock spell, you moron.
Oh yeah, forgot about it. Firebolt then.
That'll hit. Okay. So, fuck you! And shoot a firebolt out of your finger, hitting it right in the backside. Fire disperses, you see a little bit of a charred mark left on the wood of the mimic.
Completely off topic question. Does necrotic damage have an effect on wood? No, that's fly. Never mind.
So is that the end of your turn then, Alex? Seldara's turn. Oh boy, what can she do that wouldn't put what's her name in harm's way? Sylvia. She can try to help Smiggle. That's about it. So she then runs up and grabs her other leg and attempts to pull.
Wait, what?
Sildara is now attempting to pull you out.
I'm so glad everybody is trying to save me.
mean, Alexander was trying to save you by killing him.
I was stabbed it, but I don't want to risk going through and stabbing her.
Huh. 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 Hmm. Hmm.
You okay?
It's a tie.
If she's the aggressor in this case,
Wouldn't I give her advantage since I'm hanging on or whatnot?
Touche. Hold on. Let's see if that changes anything. It changes nothing.
but, with her doing the action, him defending, wouldn't you win? I thought that's how it's always handled. I don't know.
Well, yeah, the attacker would win. So, Sylvia, you're starting to see a
Yes?
little bit more light now, as you are pulled instead from your waist to your upper chest in this creature.
Yeah.
She breathed. Oh god, what damage is she gonna get on her turn?
I might die.
That's really all
Uh,
she can
who-
do at the moment.
Now that it's up to her chest, they try to pull her out, but they can't. Her boobs are stuck to the chest now, and they can't pull.
Oh, the woes of being well endowed.
They become an hindrance.
Yeah.
So whose turn is it?
Jojo.
The map. That's
Oh,
cool.
no.
Thing up, and I don't see one. Hey, is there a map, by the way?
Why don't you check?
I'm looking. All I see is a white screen.
Whose
Are you
turn
on
was
your
it?
phone?
No, I'm on my PS4.
How are you only seeing a white screen then?
Like, all I'm seeing is a white background where the map should be. I see everything else.
I don't know what to tell you, mate.
You ready?
Yeah?
Alright, Jojo stands on top of the spot, the X he made. He jumps up in the air so he can bring down with all of his force and body weight onto the axe, smashing it into the floor.
Wow.
Okay, hear me out. The axe is like the floor is so resilient, his axe bounces off and hits it back in the face.
I was gonna do one even worse. That technically is a repeat. But I just want to see it again for the humor. As he then takes his axe out of the floor, reels up, it flies out of his hand, and sticks into the ceiling.
It's not stuck in stone this time, at least.
I know where this is going, damn you! Jojo grabs his axe.
You're gonna need a strength check on that, bud.
I know where this is going, damn you!
Reach up, grab it with your two hands. Son of a... Try to jump up, feet on the ceiling. Now you're trying to push it out. Motherfuck! Dislodges. Moment of happiness. Moment of fear. Moment of regret. Back to fear as you impact with the floor, falling off the ceiling. And you break through.
I'll get some in a little while.
Jojo falling to the next floor yells, "I succeeded!" Then he's like, "I regret nothing!" Then he thinks for a second, "I regret everything!"
Wait. As he lands, does he... Is there any of the arrow left that he can land on?
There's still the arrowhead in his ass.
I regret everything!
Wow, I actually didn't think this would happen, but it's the Mimic's turn.
Why didn't you think the mimic would live?
Gee, Jordan, I wonder why.
Hey, I didn't even do anything for optimal damage. Don't at me.
So Jordan, would you say you're 5 feet away from the mimic?
No. The last thing I said was I moved away.
Well then, so
Oh no.
Smiggle,
Yeah.
as you are pulling Sylvia out, you're seeing a protrusion come out of the woodwork of this chest, and it is darting straight for you. But I take it an 11 won't hit you.
Nope.
As it shoots out, you kind of just jump up off the ground, clinging to Sylvia's legs, like, ah! No!
Her leg is flailing with a little halfling on it.
Sylvia never skips leg day.
And Sylvia, at the end of the mimic's turn, you suffer. Well, you suffer, but you suffer 10 points of acid damage.
Oh no! Guys, I only have 8 hit points left. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna fucking die.
Dies to
To
a
a
mimic.
mimic, no less.
To a goddamn mimic.
I mean, you're
I'm
inside
never
it,
gonna
you'll
forget a
probably
mimic
have
after
to-
Wait,
this.
Jojo was down there now. You were
Jordan,
drunk and you were naked. We didn't want to be made. Would you
Hey,
rather
Sylvia,
get
it's your
manhandled by the mimic or by Jojo?
Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
At least our suffering ends with the mimic. So you'd rather get manhandled by the mimic than by the Jojo? We'll still
not by
be
JoJo, by
alive
the
and-
JoJo.
The mimic is
Alright.
probably smaller, so...
Let's go, chill touch again.
Do it? No?
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's like a 9.
You
Oh, I
go
didn't
in.
mean to just put.
You go in, try to touch any bit of this mimic, but you are too distracted by one, the halfling flailing about on your leg, partially distracting you, and the fact you just got licked in the face by this mimic. You're like, oh my god, get off of my!
Oh, I have a bonus action. What can I do?
Get off my lick!
Oh, what is Ray of Frost?
I would say at this point in time you cannot cast Ray of Frost because you are
Fair
not
enough. Fair
holding
enough.
anything that could be used as a catalyst.
You are correct. And then do I get disadvantage on this one if I change it?
Who's watching Markiplier?
My sister. Which is why I've been muting a lot.
Well, it's a plan.
I guess try and use Shocking Grasp? Come on. I have disadvantage on this one.
That'll. Oh yeah, that's right. You do have a disadvantage. You right?
Man, I could have just not said shit.
Now or
Okay. That'll work?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. What was it? D10 or D8?
D8.
Okay.
Somebody see mascot number 2.
4.
I thought you would be number 3, Danny.
Who's third, Danny?
I thought it was Cinder, Sildara, Sylvia.
You're right.
Chelsea, who's 4?
Somebody
Who's
say
3? She's
mascot
4.
number 3. I don't want
I know, I
to
rolled a 4 for the attack.
Oh, I thought you were saying she's mascot number 4.
So number 4, for 4 points of damage. As you send it, as you get licked, you're like, slap it. And you can feel
Slap
the
it.
entire chest recoil as that arcane energy gets sent through that tongue. And you hear a slight whimper.
Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
Smiggle! You are
Yeah?
clung to the leg of this half-drow. What's the plan?
I'm gonna try to get my footing and then pull her out.
Alright, give me a strength check. Fuck.
22.
Fuck. Me. Alright, so Sylvia? Give me 2d20. Give me an acrobatics check with disadvantage. Disadvantage.
I know. That's like an 11?
So, it gets past your boobs. But,
Yay!
but from your collarbone up, you are still trapped inside this mimic. Arguably the worst place you have been in so far. And as you're being pulled free, everybody else who's on the outside of the chest can see that you, from the waist up, are covered in goo.
So the thing deep throated her. Or did she deep throat it?
Alex, please go.
So he's just like, yeah, I'm not touching that thing to get my staff back. I'll recover from its corpse.
What?
Firebolt. Firebolt.
I didn't hear the other part.
Yeah, I'm not touching that. I'll just recover my staff from its corpse.
Okay. Pew it. Do it.
I'm trying to. Hold on.
Do it. That'll hit. Oh. Nice. You hit it in the backside again, the same spot, you fucking bastard.
Let's see if I can go 3 for 3 then.
Oh my god, you did. You fucking bastard. You're gonna give him 3rd degree! Can't believe you. God.
What do you mean 3rd degree? Why 3rd degree? Don't you mean 3rd base?
Damn, I've done 50 damage to this thing. They're close.
I was saying 3rd degree burns, Danny. I get the joke, but no. 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 As it becomes Seldara's turn. Who she's just going to
How does
give
this thing have?
another heave-ho. Oh, that's not going to do it, is it? Oh, it's not going to do it, is it? Oh, no. Wait, no, that does it. Sylvia! Another acrobatics check with disadvantage. Never mind. As she tries to pull you forward, she takes a couple steps, tries to grit through, but slips. Lets go of your foot as you then get launched back past your chest.
Oh god damn it! No, I'm gonna die.
Fuck! Fucking!
Save the drow!
I'm gonna fucking die to a mimic.
Jojo,
Yeah?
your go.
I got a question.
What?
You know what? No question. I've got a better idea. Jojo wants to get to them. I mean, doesn't know they're in danger, but we're to them anyway. So he activates Rage.
Oh, he's raging.
Okay.
Oh, he's raging. I would say he's raging against the machine, but he's raging against himself.
Jojo rages and lashes at the floor to get through.
Okay. Keep in mind, these are strength checks. You have advantage while raging.
Yeah, I do.
There's one for Daniel. As you then just stand up, dust yourself off, give yourself a big old smile, big old pat on the back, and still smiling, raise your axe up, and with all of your might, slam through this floorboard and ready your second strike as you're falling. Because I know you're going to do another one.
That means I made it to the 4th floor.
That means you made it to the 3rd floor. Below deck.
No, because the fire broke through, so I made it to the 2nd floor.
No.
Then I made the axe.
No,
Danny.
no, it went charred the top.
It didn't even
You had
break
to-
the top, it just charted.
You had to break through the top.
So then the axe, the cross shape that I destroyed. What
You
floor
did-
was that?
You didn't even destroy it with that cross shape. You falling through it destroyed it.
Yeah, but what floor was that?
That was you going into the 2nd floor. You are now going into the 3rd floor with this
So-
falling, readying your next strike. If you break the 6th floor, you'll be on the 4th.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out, because how did I get through the 1st floor?
That was the charred floor.
That I did the cross shape in?
No. The first one you did. You went from the deck to the 1st floor, then the cross, and then falling through, and then the nat 20. 3. So you have one more. Advantage! Wow. 21?
Yeah.
You take your axe and bear it down as you're colliding into the next floor. With your weight and this very decent strength check, you bust through. You see a whole bunch of just regular bitch-ass boxes as you are tumbling now to the bottom, and your rage is now subsided for a brief second of panic. As you did not plan to actually break through that floor. Do you want to do anything else? Or are you just going to take the fall?
Jojo quickly, while falling, looks around to see what he's gonna land on and the room.
You're going to land on a box, and you can't see the
Okay.
room very well. It's either
Can't
you
see
get,
it very well.
it's either you choose to see what you're landing on or the room.
Jojo is gonna choose to look around the room.
From your angle, you see a whole load of boxes and one very confused looking angel in the corner.
What? Why is he?
All right, since
You.
Because the Minotaur just broke through the fucking floor.
Oh. Okay.
Or the ceiling, technically, but
Lord, Jojo's gonna use his athletics to try and land on his feet.
there is no landing on your feet. You can land on your hands and use that momentum to not take fall damage,
Why not?
but you're not going to be standing unless you roll a nat 20. Remember, you have advantage. Close enough. As you then catch yourself using your axe as a brace, lean forward with the initial impact, land on your butt, but you don't take damage. For all purposes, you are considered prone.
All right. Okay.
That would be the end of your turn then.
All right.
Chelsea. Nice. Also, she wears heels.
Good answer.
Chelsea.
She just drew
Did
her
you get
in
eaten for real?
the chest.
Speak
Chelsea.
to us. Did you get eaten for real?
Can't hear you.
Should be fine, though.
Oh, there she went.
Hey, how about now?
Yay.
Okay.
She wears heels.
No. It was just a design choice, because... Look, man, most of her outfits look better with heels. But it's a design choice, she's not actually wearing them.
Chelsea.
I've
Sorry.
learned my lesson once.
David, look.
Fair.
Smeagol's just hanging onto her leg. Look at Smeagol's face. He's like, this ain't working.
Or he's got a very, very nice view of dead ass.
Wait, doesn't Smiggle have a... Oh, wait, no, that's the other. So...
Yeah, if it wasn't for a fact I'm trying to save her, I'd probably be staring.
That's a very, very real chance of dying. Oh god. Oh god. As the mimic is now choosing to bite down on Sylvia. We shall see. Oh no. I meant to do this with advantage because you're grappled with it, but it doesn't matter. Nat 20.
Damage. How much damage?
Hold on.
Well, someone's going into death saving throws, as long as...
I've got to double check to see how much damage it does. Okay, it's really not that bad, but... Okay, so... Remember how I said it's not that bad?
If it's more than 8, I'm dead. If it's 8, I'm dead.
It rolled an 8.
Yeah, you're dead.
It rolled an 8. But it's a crit, so the die roll is doubled, so 16. Plus it's another thing, which is 3, so that's 19 damage.
I'm dead.
But you're not dead,
You're unconscious.
How much do I
Her
take
body's
off my
gone
headphones?
limp while it's licking her.
How much points do I take off my head?
Oh, you're just at 0.
Oh, I'm fucking dead.
No, you're not dead.
You're unconscious.
You're unconscious. Over
Sylvia,
the next
your
few
body's
turns...
gone limp while it's licking
Oh
you.
no. Oh no, she automatically gets 1 failure at the end of this thing's turn.
Ow.
Because she's taking damage from being inside of it.
I didn't think that was how that worked. I thought you didn't take damage after you were unconscious.
No, if you take damage, it's counted as an automatic failure. If it's a coup de grace, it counts as 2 failures.
Ah.
However, you know, as we all know, and Chelsea's about to be informed, if it was 50 damage, she would die instantly. But this thing just did max damage at 19, so she can't die instantly. And she's being digested. So...
Sylvia laughs in 6 sessions.
So, on your character sheet,
Yeah.
you're gonna go below your health, where it says death saves. And where it says failures, you're gonna put 1 on failures.
Y'all, please.
So, at your turn, which is now, you roll a d20. 1 to 10 is a failure, 11 to 20 is a success. Critical failures and critical successes still count. That's another
Oh.
failure.
I'm gonna freaking die. Oh god.
Somebody save her!
Smiggle.
Smeagol,
My
even
turn?
if you have to grab her ass, pull her out of there!
She's
Not
unconscious. She
quite
can't kick you.
necrophilia, but...
Pull
Yeah, I'm gonna try to pull her out.
You sound so disinterested. It's like,
No,
yeah,
no,
I
I'm
guess.
trying to think of something.
So, Smiggle, what are
Give
you
me
doing?
a moment. I'm gonna quick check in my skills. Yeah, my skills.
While you look at whatever you're looking at, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. So, you have that time.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So if Sylvia dies, that means I have to automatically draw like a really creepy chest in the most dramatic lighting.
Wait, what?
If Sylvia dies, I'm gonna have to draw like a chest in the most dramatic lighting to make her look creepy as fuck.
Oh, you don't.
I've got.
The angel's also in that corner.
Since David is a thief and the mimic is technically a chest, couldn't David just steal her out of it? No, that won't work, Danny.
Persuade the mimic to actually become a set of armor.
Fun
I
fact,
can't believe
mimics
him.
do not have any languages they speak, so impossible.
Damn it.
I'm gonna try to pull her out of the mimic.
Okay. We're gonna make this a grapple check versus the mimic directly, because she can no longer do anything.
Wait a minute, just I gotta check. Just a moment. Where is it?
The music I am playing right now is rather chill, but it is, it's smooth jazz, so this situation is completely undermined by smooth jazz.
Okay, but this is not the closest someone has come to death. There's Smiggle who had half his lower body missing.
Who had half of what?
His lower body missing.
Fair.
What would I add to that?
Your strength or athletics or acrobatics if you're choosing. But I'm gonna be honest with you, David, it doesn't matter. Because you don't
I
succeed.
guess you got a 20 again.
No, I had an 18. Plus its actual mod,
Yeah.
which would have been 21 actually.
Yeah, I thought I had something to work with against grapple, but I cannot find it, so I can't use it.
That's only when you are grappled, not when something else is grappled.
Ah, okay.
I forgot it wasn't muted. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Ron.
Yeah.
Nothing I can
This
do.
is what people have been able to do with their bonus action and their action. Right? Like, popping rage, etc.
Yeah.
Sick. Waiting for my turn.
It is your turn unless David's doing anything.
I have nothing else. I have no more actions you do.
Alright, so I'm gonna use my bonus action to use Healing Hands, which is a cantrip, which is a bonus action, cantrip, and just move around and touch Silvera's leg. Not Silvera, Sylvia's leg. She immediately
Okay.
gains back health equal to my spell modifier, which is 7, so she gains 7 health points.
And you clear all of your failed death saves.
I'm slightly closer to not dying, so I don't have any. So up to 7.
So
And now with
Yeah,
my
up to
action,
7. Hold on, before you get to your action. So, anybody in this party could have told you that immediately checking a chest to see if it would work after getting access to it is always a bad idea with me.
I know that now.
You don't understand, they spent an hour on a chest one time because I was being an asshole.
which was annoying, honestly.
Continue, though. Alexander.
Oh. Another inflict wounds. Oh wait, no, never mind. I don't have my staff. Can't do inflict wounds. Fireball.
You're standing right next to it, you have disadvantage.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna back up and then fireball.
You already said you're doing it.
I technically moved
You
my
actually,
leg.
no, actually, you said that you moved over to Sylvia and healed her. Sylvia's inside of the goddamn chest. There is no
Oh.
way for you to not be within 5 feet.
Then, could I back up?
You already said you're doing fireball.
I didn't know that she was. I thought that with touching her leg, I could be far enough away.
You would have to have something to reach with. Your staff is not in your possession. You would have to be right next to her. Because Healing Hands is a touch spell.
Yeah.
So.
Which, by the way, that was my one use of it today.
Okay, cool. You said you're doing
Sure.
Firebolt right next to it. Just go through with it. Because it doesn't matter.
So, 18.
Like Christ Jordan, you don't need to fight me on it. It doesn't matter unless you roll the 3, 2, or 1. Of which it still is alive.
But hey, she's alive too, so.
Yeah! Sildara! Hey, you wanna try that strength check again? Oh god, no. Oh. Sylvia. Make me an acrobatics check with disadvantage. Huh. So guess what? With Sildara re-grabbing your leg, starts to pull. You start to feel the tension break as the chest starts to lift, and you just hear a as you are catapulted out onto Sildara. Oh
Am I
my
actually
god!
conscious?
Morning,
Am I-
Sylvia. Did you enjoy your spa?
Is she actually awake now?
Yes.
She just starts cussing like a fucking sailor.
You feel a hand tap your side. Listen, you can swear when you're off of my chest.
She kind of just rolls off,
Oh my
just
god.
covered in goop.
Oh. Sildara just lays sprawled out. None of you can see her, of course, but she just lays sprawled out on the ground, winded, after having the drow just land on her.
Are we still fighting the chest now?
That'll be the end of Sildara's turn, as it is now Jojo's turn.
No, it was a pull out.
Jojo, attack the chest.
Is it JoJo's turn?
JoJo's not in the room.
She is.
Yes, I
Jojo is in the room. He's just
Alexander saw him
on his
fall.
ass at the moment.
That's how I said.
Please tell me JoJo notices this.
Jojo, you just see the angel run around and touch something, and then shoot a bit of fire.
Jojo kind of rushes over.
You're not able to get within the fight yet, as you had to use half your movement to stand up. But you can...
No, I've got mobility, so I only use 5 foot to stand up.
Touche. So you actually get with... Upon your approach, you see that there is Sylvia on her ass, looking very, very rough and gooey. You see Smiggle kind of just standing around next to a chest, and you see Alexander firing off at this chest like, fucking die!
Jojo staring at the chest. Can he attack it?
Yeah, you're within range. Upon approach, you would see this, so when you get close, you can hit. Yes.
Alright, Jojo noticing them attacking the chest, not understanding what's going on. Since I said he used rage. Let's see, what else? I used my Great Weapon Master, you know, to do the extra damage.
Alright.
And I take a swing at the...
Wouldn't that be advantage or not?
Yeah, I have advantage. But the other thing is I got 2 attacks because I used rage.
I thought that was frenzied rage then.
If you were to use Frenzy this turn, you still don't get 2 attacks. It applies on the next turn.
I didn't mean to roll that. Hold on. Trying to look, because I thought it was called Rage. That was the special one.
No, it's frenzied rage.
You mean Reckless Attack. Right? The thing that gives you advantage on your attack rolls?
Yeah. Alright, so I said I'm in rage, so and I use the Great Weapon Master, so I get the plus 10 damage if I hit.
Are you trying to do 2 attacks?
No, I can't use 2 attacks. I didn't use Frenzy. I thought I did, but I did. Alright, taking my swing.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
Well, noticing it's a chest and everyone, and noticing Alexander shooting at it, I just swing straight down on top of it with all, you know, with what I can.
So, rushing up. Oh god, no. Do me a favor. Roll 1d10. Oh, poor Sildara.
Sildara, I thought everyone was out of the chest.
As you sprint over to go cleave this chest, you step on something, and you hear a... on your way over. Doesn't matter. Bloodlust. You run over, take an overhead swing on the chest, and cleave it in 2. You see blood come pouring out of this thing as it opens up, and you see limbs, particularly arms, come out the top as the legs extend from the bottom, pushing the chest over. Just spouts of blood coming out.
Did I kill it, or do I need to roll damage?
It doesn't matter. It only had 12 health left. It's dead, Jim.
Okay, after Jojo cleaved it in half, because he's still in rage and he sees a chest. Remember, he likes collecting chests. So he puts his chest down, opens it, grabs the mimic, and starts shoving it in his chest.
Oh my god. Why did he step on me? Be fast! Hurry up!
Dead.
I'll go check on the girls. I am definitely pulling out 2 bottles of health potion and giving them both 1.
Thank you.
You giving her 1 and who 1?
The one that got stepped on.
She's invisible.
Which is probably why she got
Oh,
stepped on.
That's exactly what she got stepped on.
If the health
Okay,
potions
so
aren't enough,
I don't
see
see
me.
her, so I'm only pulling out one to get to Sylvia. Sylvia. We saved Sylvia! Yay!
And Zoe just
So-
fucking chugs it.
Sylvia, if the health potion isn't enough, come to me.
But before you do, 2d4 plus 2.
Boop. You said plus 2?
Yeah.
So 6.
6 more health.
What the fuck? 7 plus 6, 13?
Yeah.
Alright, she kind of like gets up, just shaking, and just. She kind of flings her arms to the side, like sending goop flying everywhere. Before she walks over.
Well, first let me get my staff. Can't heal you without it, but
It's in his
I-
chest.
no, I'm going to. Jojo, get my staff out of your chest.
Jojo looks over. What staff? I just saw a giant chest that had flesh.
My
It was a
staff
fleshy
was
chest.
in the mimic. Get it out of your chest.
Wait, that was a mimic?
Yes,
He
get
looks
my
over,
staff out
goes
of your
back to his
chest.
chest, and throws himself halfway in the chest. You just hear a scream from the chest. Oh God! It poked me with its flesh.
Who is to bet he just does this intentionally? For the laughs.
He is, because he's got a big smile.
No, that was in character as Sylvia.
Oh, okay.
Or, not Sylvia,
22.
Sildara. Christ.
After he says that, you see him pop out with a bloody hand and the staff in the hand.
So does Rhoda
Of
start talking
which,
to Jojo?
on the end
She
of the
touches
staff is half of that mimic.
Jojo looks at the mimic. Ah, naughty, naughty! No messing with the staff. You don't need wood. And he starts pushing on the mimic.
Just give me a strength check. You're still raging, so you have advantage.
Yeah. No wood, Mr. Monster.
You go, no wood, Mr. Monster. Put the staff level with your chest and just pull back. The mimic body slides off the staff.
After that, he puts the mimic body back into his chest, turns over to Alexander and go, here you go, reaching out with the bloody hand holding the staff, reaching it towards Alexander.
Alexander grabs the staff and walks over to Sylvia. In his head, he's so.
In your head,
disintegrated in the
as
hole.
soon as you grab the staff, you just hear Roadhog go, "Oh my God! It was nothing but slurping noises."
Okay,
What
still
he just
exists. Good, he didn't get disintegrated.
I did not hear that. What'd you say, Lord?
He shouted, "It was nothing but slurping noises."
It was slurping on wood, anyways, and it had her as well. It was deep throating both of them. Slurp, slurp.
Danny, if I could speak for 3 characters at once, I would.
So Sylvia, where's the pain center located?
Where does it hurt most?
Well, the way it was pulling on her chest, I'm pretty sure her boobs are hurt first.
That must have been said. That must have been said out of character because JoJo didn't see shit.
No, it was said out of character. And then remember, her face is all slimy because they licked her. So her face must be in pain.
Just tell me what hurts the most, and I can.
She kind of just gestures to her, like her whole upper body is like everything above the waist.
He takes the staff. and
Basically, she
touches
looks
it
at him,
mid-center
look
of
for
his
the
chest
slime.
And kill him.
Look for the slime.
Give me a moment.
Where do you hurt my child? Look for the slime.
She gained 16.
Do I add 16?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck is 13 plus 16?
29.
That's 29? Okay. And better off than when I started.
And he then casts vegetation to clean her off.
Please.
Wait. She, Sildara drops invisibility. Give me the slime in this vial, now.
She's
It's useful, come on!
Okay.
Okay, so slime's still on Sylvia, right?
I'll let her put the slime in your vial.
She just kind of like holds her arm on top of like over the vial and just kind of runs her other hand down it, trying to like
Oh, come on,
slide
no,
the slime.
don't do that, just hold still. She does prestidigitation, and just takes all of the goop into the vial. Corks. Ah, good. Pockets. Well then, I can safely say that was not the treasure.
What was it guarding?
I don't know, I think this was just a part of the cargo, and it was chained for a reason.
Jojo looks over. Did you say treasure?
Oh shit,
no.
I spoke wrong. Jojo, I didn't mean treasure, I meant the...
Jojo looks around.
We're trying.
Treasure!
No, look him. We're trying to find a beehive we were transporting.
A beehive? Well, let's forget the beehive, but look at all this treasure! He runs over to a barrel, picks it up, and runs over to his chest and drops the barrel in. Then
You know
starts
what?
grabbing everything.
Jojo! This is a persuasion check. We need to not touch this because it's not ours, and not in the good way. So, insight, Jojo. Well, she wins.
She wins.
She
Alright,
rolled a
Jojo
14
stops.
on the die.
Alright,
Wait.
She said to stop. He looks over at her and says, "Wait, we're not taking this."
No, we're not taking it. Okay?
He looks
But
back
Sildara.
in his chest, pulls out the barrel, looks at her, and says, "Are you sure we can't take some of it?"
We can take some. But let's look at what there is first.
He says, "Alright." He walks back over, puts the barrel down, walks back to his chest, closes it, and sits on it, and says, "Well, what do we do now? Can I at least take the mimic?"
Yes, you can
It's
take the
already
mimic.
It's already in your chest.
But for
Jojo
now,
gets excited.
let us find why this ship is carrying precious cargo. I don't think a mimic is precious cargo.
Sylvia
I don't
thinks.
know, they're probably pretty good at guarding things.
Well,
And considering that she went completely crazy for the slime, I'm pretty sure people want it.
well, David, mimics are actually very valuable. They're more valuable
You
than
don't have
gold.
to explain that, Danny. We're just pouring out stuff.
Sylvia uses detect magic.
Just interrupt their banter, why don't you?
Look, I've been trying to get something in for like the past 5 minutes, and I just keep getting interrupted.
Fair enough.
Please tell me that herself, Alex, and Sildara are just glowing. Like, she looks at them and just, ow!
Hold on. Huh. Alright, so, fun fact, I did a roll for something, like a 1d100. Again, for something, I'm not telling you what. But I got a 70 and a 2, and it says 32.
What?
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 I'm just gonna go ahead and re-roll that.
Yeah. Anyways, while everyone is getting ready to search, Jojo sits on the chest and says, "I'll play guard duty."
Okay, so, I don't want to take whatever it is, but we might.
Is the ship still burning?
Fuck.
So hear me
It
out.
was never really heavily burning, it was just...
It was
light
also
at
covered
first.
in a million fucking slimes or slugs, or
Which
whatever.
are probably not the best fuel.
So hear me out. We go with Jojo's original plan, put everything in his chest, and then we get on one of the safer ships and then go through it all.
I have a
That
feeling
is
whatever
okay.
is on this boat is attracting them.
Fair enough.
So, us just moving the cargo will do nothing but make the other ships a target.
They were on the other ship, so.
Well, I imagine there are other magical items on there, but whatever is on this ship is the most important one, apparently.
Quick question.
Quick answer.
Did I actually detect any magic, or?
Yeah, I got distracted. There are a few magic items in this room, minus the party. One of them
Alright.
is very big, and you swear you're misreading the shape on this, but very phallic looking.
What?
Very what?
Phallic.
It's a penis.
I think I just
Are we
killed her,
talking
guys.
about a golem?
What the fuck?
I
think we're
promise
talking
you
about
it
a
has
golem.
nothing to do with what you think it actually has to do with. I promise.
Staff.
But,
Is it a golem dildo?
moving on.
So is like the magic levels that big, or just the object?
The object.
Okay.
Yes, it has, the magic object has big dick energy. Okay, that needs to be put in quotes. Hold on, 2 seconds.
JoJo's rubbing off on the items now.
Jojo doesn't have big dick energy. He has big dumb energy.
No, it's not a big dick.
Jojo, why are you rubbing off on the items?
What the fuck?
Fuck. Why is it
JoJo
just
must
me?
now find this magic. What?
The past 3 quotes are just me.
Look, if we can make the Dungeon Master laugh, that means, like, hopefully better odds.
It does not change the points.
You know what? Fair enough.
Well, JoJo's happy. He's rubbing off on this world so well that even the
So what
items
other-
are taking on his.
What other,
There are a few bits and bobs here and there. Some of them are so small it's hard to make out much detail about them.
Alright. So, just the one that kind of catches the attention is the...
The big dick energy, yes.
Alright. Sylvia kind of points to it, kind of wary of going anywhere. It's like, there's something over there. Don't know what it is, but it's magical.
JoJo, go look at it.
JoJo looks at Smaggle. Go look at what?
Wait, what are you pointing to?
So it's in the back corner of the room. Similar, or actually near where JoJo landed.
I'm just pointing to that area where she pointed to.
JoJo looks over and says, "Fine, I'll go check it out," and walks over.
So when you're walking over to this corner, no box looks special.
JoJo looks around. Then he looks back at them and calls out, "Hey, what am I looking for?"
Can Sylvia, like, pinpoint which box it is?
Yep.
Alright, she kind of starts directing him towards the box. Still kind of wary of getting anywhere near any more boxes.
So when you two are approaching the correct box, you are noticing that a bit of magic is being dispelled as you're walking towards it, as the appearance of one box goes from just generic wooden box to jewel-encrusted gold chest.
Oh god.
With a... Oh god, I'm gonna hate myself for saying this. With one of its locks actually being a vagina.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Does
Hold
Alex
on.
see any of this?
Please
Only
hold
the
on.
2 do.
Huh?
Only the 2 do.
I was gonna say, so Alex is
I
okay,
am
that's
walking slowly to the golden box.
You don't see it unless you followed them already.
All right.
I was
All right. I figured
It's
that was gonna be
proximity
the rule. JoJo notices this, gets excited, and rushes over to the box.
I swear to God, if JoJo was about to say, and I fucked the box, I was going to have a problem.
I thought that's what I was gonna say immediately.
But,
Look,
JoJo. Upon seeing this box, I
Yeah?
want you to make me a wisdom saving throw. Not
Oh, you're
not
gonna
Sylvia,
make him fuck-
just JoJo. What is it?
A 3.
Oh! Oh, grand.
Oh no.
Just grand. Okay,
I'm scared.
continue.
All right, JoJo runs over excited, stares at the box, gets very, very close, and looks at the size of this lock.
Oh no.
You can't quite place the size of the lock. For every time you look at it, it seems to be shifting.
At this, JoJo realizes it's moving. It's alive. It loves me.
I moved
JoJo,
over towards
You are getting the uncontrollable urge to stick your dick in this lock.
Castrate it, castrate it, castrate it.
Hold on.
Please.
No, JoJo, you cannot resist.
No, this ain't to resist. I'm checking something. What is that?
What is what?
I
I'm
rolled
not-
2d10 for the 100.
Here, let me do it. Click on that.
Yeah, I'm not saying JoJo's resisting. I'm saying this is to check something.
JoJo, whatever the most extreme option is, you're doing it. Ignore that 100. Whatever the most extreme option is, you're doing it.
No, I think he's wrong and see how he does it.
No. Whatever the most
Like, is he
extreme.
going to
No,
lay it down,
No.
get over it like a cow?
Shut up, David.
no,
Anyways,
David. I'm
fucking-
saying this exactly how I want it done. Whatever the most extreme option is, he's doing it.
JoJo kind of stares at the box. All of a sudden, his eyes go wide. He kind of starts going moo towards the box. Then he takes off. Then he takes off his pink dress, puts it down, and jumps on the box.
Do we all see this happening?
Yes. Sylvia.
What the?
Sylvia, to you, this is sort of making sense. To everybody else, they're seeing JoJo stand on a plain wooden box doing this.
But I can see what the box actually looks like.
Yes.
I
JoJo
look
starts
towards the-
yelling moo at the box.
Is trying to mount a box?
I don't think trying is the right word. I think he's succeeding.
Well, I'm not touching that box ever.
Now
Why is he?
JoJo is going wild and crazy on the box, yelling moo.
Why is he? Hold on. Darling, over there. I forget your name. Sylvia, right? What?
Sylvia.
What is special about that box?
What's going on? Wait, what?
Sylvia, what's special about that box?
She just kind of looks away, just horror in her eyes.
Sylvia?
There was a very
I come
special...
over.
Did I see the actual
and
lock
just
on it?
start patting the
You
back.
saw everything I described about that box.
Okay, so there is a golden jewel encrusted box with she kind of stops trying to figure out how next to phrase this while very pointedly not looking over towards the box.
As soon as her thoughts come to her mind, she hears a very loud moo me.
Okay, look, there's a pussy on the box.
Of
Ah,
which
come
you
over.
see her go to speak, but freeze.
And as she freezes, you hear JoJo near the box. I love you.
Look, I wish I was joking, but it's one of the locks?
Do I see it since I went over there?
Yes.
What the hey? I just turn around. Okay, I did not need to see that.
We're all
No, I
scarred.
know JoJo's crazy, but this is getting a little out of hand. Somebody help JoJo.
We're too afraid to. We don't want to be the victim.
Well, all you
JoJo.
know is you see JoJo going literally wild on this box, yelling
Hey,
moo.
we don't want to be in that box. this.
Jojo,
But JoJo's going wild.
the urge to shag the hell out of this box is becoming uncontrollable.
It's becoming so uncontrollable. They see JoJo reverting to his wild self. He's going nuts.
He's going feral.
He's going feral. You can see it in his eyes.
How do we?
Can anybody knock him out? Can we figure out a way to stop this?
I look around for a board or something.
Sylvia just kind of mutters. He went from cow fucker to box fucker.
Wait, what? What did you just say? Hold it, I didn't hear that.
I mean, Jojo wouldn't have heard it anyway, so what does it matter?
What'd you say?
You went from my cowboy with the box. You went from a cowboy to the box.
Oh my god. Today is a treat.
Okay. As she says that, and everyone trying to figure out what to do, you see JoJo getting rougher and rougher and wilder with the box to the point he's bouncing with the box now.
I'm looking for a big. Yeah, I just grab my crowbar, go towards him, and just swing as hard as I can against
Hold
his head.
You gotta be careful. JoJo's going wild and shaking and everything. You get close, you may get hit.
Now, David,
I'm
you
gonna
do
hit
know
with the
what?
crowbar.
David, you do know what it's like for bulls during mating season, right?
Honestly, no.
They get very wild, kicking, lashing out, and everything. I said feral for a reason.
Okay, so
That's
Hey,
why
Jordan,
I
you
said
there?
you want to be careful.
Yeah, I'm here.
wait, is
I
there a
have
small?
not heard you speak.
Is there a small enough box I can pick up?
Nothing to speak about.
Yes, there is.
I go pick one up. I'm seeing how heavy it is.
It's about 10 pounds.
I open to make sure I'm not throwing something important.
Just appears to be coal.
Okay, I close it and chuck it as hard as I can against his head. I'm gonna aim it around his head.
Alright, I need a range attack, which is, your dex mod. That's not big enough. Is it 20 or higher?
23?
That'll
That's
hit.
23. What's our do you roll damage or do I roll damage?
Roll 1d4 plus your dex.
Eight.
8 damage straight to JoJo's noggin, which is actually
Yep.
3.
Alright, now I'm gonna say, since I'm trying to stay in character with this, since JoJo was going wild on this thing, and he got interrupted, got hit, you ever seen a bull in mating get interrupted and start going wild?
Hold on. Before that, I want you to actually roll me 1d20 real quick and add your constitution modifier.
One thing what?
1d20, add your con modifier. Okay, continue with what you're saying.
Alright, you ever seen a bull when it's interrupted during mating season? It'll just start bucking, going wild, and jumping around everywhere, kicking at everything.
Mm-hmm.
So JoJo jumps off the box and starts running around in circles, jumping up and down and kicking and flailing at everything in sight.
Including poor unfortunate Smiggle, I guess.
Smiggle's not close enough. He's just lashing out at everything. He's like, moo! Problem is, since he was messing with the box and had that heart on, everyone sees him jumping around with this. As he's flailing around at people too, so everyone sees this. So you see a giant Minotaur with a giant Woody running around at people and everything else just lashing out, jumping up and down.
I'm looking for something. I'm not looking for another
Alright.
small box.
Sildara runs up and grabs Smiggle by the back of his collar and pulls him away. Maybe we shouldn't. Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe we should let this play out. And if we summon the end of the universe, we summon the end of the universe, yeah?
Oh wow.
Anyways,
So I'm guessing you're getting the box if we need it. Cause I'm not touching that.
We will disinfect it first.
And if he goes crazy for the box while one of us is holding it,
Run.
What she said.
run like hell. You ever seen the game Run Like Hell? Same concept.
I must know though, has Jojo stuck his peen in that lock yet?
Well, like I said, he was going nuts on it, but he didn't get a chance to actually mess with the lock because he got interrupted.
Let's just leave him be and just watch with horror.
After
I am not watching that. I'm not watching him stuff the box.
She looks over to Alexander. Listen, I understand that you don't want to watch this either, but come on. For science.
It really only takes
What
one
the hell is
observer,
science?
So you take care of it, darling, and I'll just
No, I'm just
preserve
looking. What the hell
my
is science?
sanity. What little remains.
No, seriously, what the hell is science?
Shut your mouth, Halfling. For science.
Anyways.
Science is magic, but more documented.
Anyways, after about 20 minutes of
So wait, she wants to document how he mates with the box. That's sick.
Yeah, it's why I said I'm not watching.
Oh my god, you fucking
Anyways,
cowards.
after
Sometimes
While she
science
says
goes
that-
too far.
This is beyond science.
as JoJo is running around, once in a while running towards one of the group members, scaring the hell out of them, but not Chase running back towards the
Thank
box,
God Cinder isn't here.
running around in circles. Every
Listen
once
to
in a
Lord.
while, in the past 20 minutes, running towards one of the group members with his Woody, yelling at them, and then running back to the box. Finally runs up to the box and starts messing with it again.
Listen, Sildar, you're so concerned with if you can that you didn't think you should.
Listen, it already happened. There's no matter of if it should, it's a matter of should we watch. And in case this can be reversed,
I'll
it's
be right
best to watch.
You're right, but if his dick gets cut off, I'm not bringing it back. You can have fun with that.
Listen, if he gets castrated, I think that's for the best.
He can regrow, you know that.
I don't think he could if it was rotted off.
Yeah, JoJo can regrow it. Problem is, if it's completely castrated like that, it would take a while.
Yeah, but if it was rotted off, the thing about necrotic damage is it doesn't fix itself.
1 second.
This music I'm playing is so chill and so like calm jazz that it could actually just be JoJo's mate song. The sound is the sound of JoJo's brain cells crying. In all actuality, it's peppers and onions, but
Oh yeah.
you're what?
I'm not there with.
What? What am I missing?
I heard.
We have the bomb muted.
What?
You have the bot muted.
Oh. Careless Whisper?
Mhm.
Yeah, I figured.
Oh well.
Hello? He's back. Anyways, since it seems no one's gonna save JoJo from this horrible fate, I've got two things to say.
What?
One, I can see why the slugs were attracted to this thing. Two, after 5 minutes of manhandling the chest again, JoJo finally starts with doing the deed.
Oh god, no, I hate myself for designing this chest. Oh no. Oh god.
You're all bastards.
So Jojo, you mount, you stick it in, and as you give
I'm
it
the one that wants to study sex
and
through animals.
and you give it a full-blown thrust. Once you do, you feel something clamp down.
What? I did not hear that. You could have, as soon as you went to...
He
you
feels
looked
something
correct.
clamp down on his penis. Once he gives it the full thrust.
Oh, ow.
Worst part is
It's-
since
it's
JoJo's
not
gone
painful.
feral, and this happens to bulls quite commonly, he starts thrusting harder and shaking the box.
It's not painful, but you cannot leave the box. As you hear a click, and the box opens. And sitting before you is a very wide-edged sword, like 5 inches, 6 inches wide, that curves up into, I believe we've already had this discussion, but a dickhead. With the actual blade of it being on the shaft.
I know what sword this is.
Do you?
You talked to me about it.
So, does the name Slanesh mean anything to you? Does it?
I hate
Just
you.
get it over with.
JoJo kind of for a second stops with his lust and rage and just stares at the inside like, did I just pop out a baby? JoJo kind of just confusingly looks back at them. I think I just got this thing pregnant. He looks at them. I've got a baby boy!
I have made mistakes. Oh no.
Why are
just
you
look at-
giving Danny the sword of the Lord of Excess? Fine.
I just look at something, so you this little bull have a baby with an item. All for science.
Alright, so listen here. You didn't stop him.
You wouldn't let me.
I said it'd be for the best if we didn't. Have you seen a raging bull? Like, a hard-on raging bull?
Let's
I
put it
wouldn't
this
think you
way,
would want to be its
Snaggle.
unfortunate victim. Especially given your
She
size.
said it before I could.
JoJo gets excited, grabs the sword, picks it up, and turns around looking at them with the chest still attached to him.
I am already backing away.
Oh, that sounds like a way to break your penis.
No!
Wait, is she still invisible?
No, she's not invisible.
Somebody,
Like, if he's just
Somebody
supporting a gold
say-
chest on his dick, I'm pretty sure he just broke it.
believe it or not, minotaurs are actually very resilient and very big. They can go.
Yeah,
they
I
can go
would
for
think-
up to 2 weeks in a mating range, and they're very
Okay, but
resilient. So
Can a
That's not
minotaur
gonna-
support several hundred pounds on a penis?
the
Jordan,
most a minotaur can support on himself can be over 2,000 pounds.
Jordan, I was about to say, you know how heavy a cow is, right?
Fair.
Anyways, Jojo turning around with the chest still attached to him and holding up the sword over his head, looks at them and goes, I have a new son. Come say hello.
Of which, by the way, as soon as you pick up the sword, all of your urges are settled.
Yeah, that's why Jojo
Wait, what?
ain't raised from the chest anymore. He turned around, looked at them, raised the sword in the air, and says, come look at my new son.
Oh, that word has such an entirely different meaning. It begins.
Sylvia kind of just looks at Sildara as like, what the fuck just happened?
You fucked a chest and got a sword. Now, I don't know if you know anything about anything, but...
Probably kind of breaking up a bit.
Oh my god. Hello? 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 Hello?
Okay, better.
Fucking... My kitchen is just too far away from my computer. God! Give me a second.
Too late to do that. At least we got shorts.
Okay. So then... What was I saying?
You were
So, Nara was explaining to Sylvia, saying, I don't know if you know about anything, but then you stopped.
I don't know if you know anything about anything, but... I believe that sword is cursed.
no shit.
And... From what I can tell, it is beyond the realm of my understanding on who or what could curse it like that.
I doubt we'll get lucky enough for it to be cursed with impotence.
Well, from what I can tell, I think what that sword could be cursed with is the exact opposite of that.
So in other
And
words,
for you to do this to Jojo.
it is a very, very real reality that we may or may not have just given the horniest Minotaur in the world a sword that makes him hornier.
God! Somebody help me! now the sex scenes that weren't meant to be are actually gonna become a reality.
Yeah, and since Danny knows what Slaanesh is, that makes my explanation of why, or of what he would be doing, unnecessary.
What does he have?
You might as well explain it to them, because I'm not going to.
So,
Slaanesh is
Slaanesh,
the god of lust.
Slaanesh is a divine being that her realm is lust and excess.
Oh no. Why?
It doesn't necessarily have to be sexual. It can be like, you know, oh, I've got this jewel embroidered dagger. I want it gold. And jewel embroidered. Because it's excessive.
Oh, hi, Arya.
Right, I thought Slaanesh was genderless.
Not just
Like,
lust.
completely
Excess.
No,
I thought it was genderless, completely amorphic.
Well, it's the embodiment of a succubus / incubus. How they can change their appearance to suit their needs. Slaanesh can also do that. Trust me, I've had to stew on this because you fuckers take your time.
Lord, for what you've done to me.
Like I
I'm
said,
pretty sure Cinder,
Danny,
I'm pretty sure
as,
Cinder are gonna hate you.
what?
Cinder, Sildala, and Sylvia are gonna hate you.
Oh, that's the thing, though. This could have happened to anybody.
Yeah, it could have happened to anybody, but look at who it happened to.
Would you believe me if I said to my coworker who I'm discussing these kinds of plans with, it's like, yeah, sure, the Minotaur could get it. Like, he would be the option for it. But anybody else could be a victim.
I don't think any of the women could have.
Oh, no, they
with
could
what
have.
the lock was.
Well, Jordan. There had to be a man to pick the lock, but who said there had to be a man to pick it up? And I mean, unseen servant, but...
So, what exactly does that sword do?
You don't know.
I have so many regrets. I kind of wish I died in that box now.
And I know
Remember
why.
one thing. Remember one thing. You all told JoJo to go to the box.
And Sylvia's defense, she almost got killed by a box. She didn't want to go near another one.
Alexander did not
And
say to go to
Nico
the
was
box.
stopped from trying to stop you.
Who said you had to listen? It wasn't a persuasion check.
This has gotten a whole lot funner.
We're never gonna get anything done because we're gonna keep running from you.
Ain't my fault now.
I mean, Danny. Remember, excess. It's not just sexual.
That's all he's
Yeah,
gonna focus on.
JoJo does a lot of things. So in excess, this is gonna be worse.
I mean, Tron, you said you wanted him to be less chaotic than you did there. You have only yourself to blame when the sword slows you further because you can't do anything.
I am having serious regrets right now.
Sylvia, you're in a fantastic position to help things. I'm just saying.
How?
Remember that one spell I said that you should pick up because nobody else has one?
What? Identify? Because I don't. Any of those spell slots, I don't have any left.
I'm just saying you have something that would aid to the situation. You just can't use it.
So it's
Well,
completely,
while
utterly
she's
useless to me.
thinking about that, JoJo, with the chest still attached to him and holding up the Boner sword, starts walking towards everyone.
Sylvia nopes the fuck out and just starts trying to walk away. Like straight up hands tossed up in the air. I was like, nope. Mm-mm.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
I'm following, trying to get away.
Well,
Just
Jojo, can you
Yeah?
stand still a moment? Now, hear me out. You got this new sword. I understand it's cool. But, you know what's really cool too?
What?
Using it on things that aren't us.
JoJo gets an idea. He looks. You're right, but I need to test it on something. Come here. He
Test it on
starts
a
walking
slug.
towards it.
Oh, well, you see, that's the funny thing. I disagree. So, why don't we all do the smart thing, and she taps her staff on the ground, the room fills with smoke, and she turns to the rest of the people. Run!
Sylvia bolts up the stairs.
Alex flies through the hole that JoJo made.
Oh god, utility spells used at their finest.
I'm getting out of there.
No one's thinking about Alex did unless one of the sorceresses or warlocks can fly, or wizards.
Alright, a couple of questions, Lord.
Huh.
First off, since everything is in excess now, is anyone still in the room?
As far as you can tell, no, but at the same time, you can't see the room.
Right. So Jojo gets the brilliant idea to now follow through with his idea of grabbing everything and putting it in the chest.
Shit!
You did this to yourself.
No. That's not why I'm saying shit. So you go ahead, you start putting all the barrels and boxes that aren't in the smoke cloud into your thing. Most of them are just supply things, you know. It would appear that the sword is the best item in here, but you find a couple pearls. Neat. Put them in your chest.
Jojo, after finding a lot of this stuff, stops halfway, looks down, and tries pulling off the chest off himself.
Pulling off the what?
The chest off of him, remember?
Oh no. So go ahead and give me a strength check. You're not raging anymore, so. Everybody in unison cringe.
16.
And he explicitly said you can't take the chest off.
No, I didn't say that. I said you can't get out. However, through brute strength and not much like brain muscle, you rip the chest off, of which you hear flesh tearing. As you pull it away and look down, and there's just a fountain of blood.
Terminal stupidity.
Hold on.
This,
I need to do something else. Hold on. I need to see if JoJo's conscious. You take 17 points of, I want to say, slashing damage.
7 damage.
Are you conscious, JoJo?
19.
Jojo is conscious, yes. Problem is he looks down at himself, says, that wasn't so bad. Then, a couple of seconds tick by, then he realizes what just happened. His eyes go wide in a cartoon style, and he's like, wait a second. Then, throughout the entire ship, 1,000-yard radius, everyone hears, oh, God!
Jordan, I don't know what you're talking about, but so far this is the best idea.
After
He saved us all
Jojo
the
yells, "Oh
trouble.
God!" They just hear him yelling. Now I can't play with my favorite box. I gotta wait till I grow
What?
back. Wait, I'm still in the box. Oh God!
Oh my Christ, this was a great idea.
I hate you all.
You should hate the one that did it.
Anyways, now that Jojo has castrated himself, and it'll take at
No,
least
not
2
castrated,
weeks to...
circumcised.
What?
Not castrated, circumcised.
Circumcised. Yeah, so it'll take at least a month to refix everything to regrow. So while he is holding himself in pain, he gingerly puts the special chest in his chest and starts grabbing everything again, while holding the sword and himself.
Wait, how can you do both? Know all that.
Easy, because every once in a while he puts the sword on his back and grabs a chest, then grabs the sword to go to another chest.
So, about a little bit over halfway through, like after you had that realization of the chest, like that, you try to put in more barrels and boxes, but they're not fitting.
Jojo stops for a second and pokes his head in his chest, wondering what the hell.
You stick your face in, and you can't get any farther for you have filled up your entire chest of holding.
I thought that wasn't possible.
You can fill up a bag of holding. In fact, it's like
It just
500
makes-
pounds is the maximum bag of
It-
holding can hold.
Yeah, it just makes it easier to get stuff out of.
Jojo at this gets very angry and pulls out all of the barrels and boxes he had just put in there and starts sorting through it.
Of which, by this time, Jojo, you are met with a not very pleasant sight of a tidal wave of these slugs coming down the stairs.
Wait, what happened to everybody that was going up the stairs?
Oh, it's been 5 minutes. To everybody who was going up the stairs, they had to run through this horde, but they weren't after him. Or after them.
Hey, Alexander flew up the hole, so he didn't have to run through slime.
Okay, you said Jojo notices the slugs, the tidal wave of slugs.
Uh-huh.
At this, he grabs everything that's most valuable, shoves it all into the chest as much as he can, picks up his chest, and starts bolting for the stairs saying, "Save me, someone, save me."
For the stairs where
Okay,
they're
but-
coming from?
Jojo
here's the
doesn't
Is
realize
Jojo
what's
hungry?
going on. Then
Is
Jojo
hungry? Because he's eaten them before.
Jojo pulls out his sword, gets very excited, and says, "Now, slugs, you will see what my son can do."
Oh no, it's happening this quickly.
Slime, I have a question.
What?
Is Jojo hungry? Because he certainly did eat one earlier, and if he's hungry to excess,
Is Jojo hungry?
Jojo is not hungry. Jojo is just filled with the excitement of testing his son on these slugs.
Oh, he's calling it his son.
that's
So,
good.
this
What
is...
do you expect?
Like, you thought the description of the sword was uncomfortable for me. This is about to get 10 times worse.
I hate you.
So as you unsheath the sword, you feel this rush of adrenaline fill your body, and you have this overwhelming urge to rip and tear, rip and tear, rip and tear! Rushing the onslaught of these goddamn slugs. You start swinging, and you get unimaginable pleasure from swinging at these things.
Yep,
with
it's
the
sort of
sword
otherwise
connecting
not- do I?
and scraping through their flesh. It just makes you feel good. Just keep ripping and tearing, ripping and tearing until you get to the staircase through all this horde, and you have to stop for a second, catch your breath, for it feels like you're about to climax. But
Would that
oh
hurt
my
so
god, was this the best battle you've ever had?
Jojo gets very excited. He says, "I gotta show my friends this. This is
No.
wonderful. They've got to experience this. They've got to experience this." And he starts rushing looking for them.
No.
Let's not anyone can blame Lord for giving the Minotaur the sword.
Like I said, it could have happened to anybody. Danny just did it first.
We're still blaming you.
I definitely gave an ominous warning 2 weeks ago, I'm just saying.
This isn't even
Problem is-
scary, it's just kind of
No one
uncomfortable.
understands the extent of how bad this is gonna be, except for me and Lord.
No, I know what the sword does.
You may know what the sword does, but understanding the sword's origins and everything surrounding
I know
it,
it's
everything
Warhammer,
about
and I know what the god does.
Now, couple this with a ex-god of war, a Minotaur that's very powerful and very chaotic.
Okay, look, we already know this is a bad idea on every front.
Oh, it'll get worse.
Well, Jojo is rushing through the rooms at max speed, looking for his friends.
Where are we? I know we all ran up the stairs. Did we make it to the top?
Of which
top
we
floor?
cut back to the rest of the group, who regroups on deck. The people who took the stairs out of breath, the angel just kind of gently floating down peacefully.
Should we sink the ship at this point? Just save humanity from being fucked by a Minotaur.
Just sink it.
Okay, I'll need a unanimous vote on this.
Well, I'll take the Minotaur's vote. Sink it. That's 2. Who else?
Smiggle, you're there.
What good is sinking it going to do against these slimes, or are you talking about Minotaurs?
It wasn't for the slimes.
Okay.
What did you say, Harold?
It wasn't for the slimes.
Talking about doing this to get rid of the Minotaur.
Yes. Get rid of the Minotaur, get rid of the sword.
I'm not trying to be neutral in all this.
Well, Sylvia.
I'll let you all vote on that.
Well, Sildora.
What you all now just take into a moment to realize, Sildara didn't come with you.
God damn it.
Well, she's not here, meaning the vote can be unanimous.
Wait, but what if she's still on the ship?
Exactly, that's why I'm not
Yeah.
sinking it.
Problem is that as soon as you say that, you just hear from somewhere on the ship. You have no clue. Probably way down in the bottom, but you hear, "My friends, you must experience this. Come out, come out."
Run.
Which you guys hear an explosion. Presumably from very down below. And the ship actually shakes from this explosion. From
That
your
wasn't
guys' Alex, you can see that directly ahead of you, down the aft side of the ship, there is a plume of smoke coming from the bottom, black as all get out. Followed by that half of the ship starting to dip.
Alright.
Well, looks like
Go to
someone
the
else did the
lifeboat,
work for
people.
us. It's just everybody just starts fucking running for the lifeboat. Wait, does the lifeboat have any slugs on it now? Or
The lifeboat only had it on the bottom.
okay.
And even then it's in the water now. Remember?
Alright, how are they getting so everybody like climbs back down the rope? Is
Well,
what you're saying.
Alexander doesn't. He's...
Okay, we get it, you
He's
have
too
wings.
busy being superior, leave him alone.
No, he's waiting, trying to find Sildora.
You
He's
just
not
hear
being
another very
superior.
loud yell, "My friends, I will show you the ultimate pleasure. Come out, come out."
Do I need to do like an acrobatics check or something to climb down the rope, or can I just go?
Are you trying to do it quickly?
Yes.
Then yes.
I'm following.
16 plus what was my acrobatics? Pretty sure I got
Plenty.
7 on that. Plenty? Okay.
Plenty.
Does I make it?
Yeah.
Like a bat out of hell.
I don't know.
Sylvia, you take the rope and just slide down. Fuck rope burn. Fuck this. That Minotaur is
Nine.
scary as shit right now. Fuck it. Just slide down the rope, land in the lifeboat next to Cinder, of which she jolts awake like, what? What?
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, Smiggle, he's taking an unfortunate tumble as he tries to do the same thing, like, oh yeah, I can do this, no big problem. Takes the side of the rope, starts to slide down, gets about one level down, goes, ah, rope burn, lets go of the rope, holds his hand with his other hand, and goes, wait. Oh no. Plummets.
this is gonna hurt.
Tell me he falls on someone.
Smiggle, you get one dexterity saving throw.
Please tell me he falls on one of the girls.
What is that?
18.
18. Oh, you have a +7 in your dexterity saving throw. Oh, shit. So, instead of just cannonballing into the water like a dumbass, you instead adjust your trajectory to do a swan dive, breaking the surface of the water, and only taking minimal damage of 5. As you then re-breach the surface next to the lifeboat, and dreadfully concerned that everything is going to hell.
I get on the boat.
Alexander calls out, trying to find Sildar.
Right, hey, Alex, I got an idea for you. Trust me, it'll save us a lot of time. Now, hear me out on this one, because it sounds crazy, but it just might work. Fly up above the ship, use message, and don't waste time.
Who's telling him that?
Roto.
Ah.
You know, that would be the general direction. Good point. Fly straight up, straight down. Message.
What is your message?
Sildar, get. Where are you at? Come to the top.
Of which, you hear her say, I'm next to the lifeboat. Get the fuck down here.
Okay, I did not wish to leave you for dead, so coming down and just
Zooms down. She was on the
Jojo, you reach the deck at this point and see the Asimar taking a nosedive off the side of the ship.
Jojo realizes, follow ho! Hee-ho! And charges. As soon as he gets to the edge, he looks down to see where the Asimar went.
1 second.
Isn't it still far?
I'm chewing something. Hold on.
Oh, I got the wisp blueprint.
The Asimar is returning to the lifeboat that you guys initially came on, with 3 individuals on it: Cinder, Smiggle, and Sylvia. Sildar are nowhere to be found.
Jojo sees that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jojo, in his lust and excitement and willingness to share this experience with his friends, forgets climbing down, forgets the rope, just jumps to the boat.
Oh no.
We're dead.
Of which the oars on the boat pick up and start moving vigorously. Sildara, dropping her invisibility, goes, "One of you retards, grab the other one!"
Alexander grabs the other one
No.
with his mage hand, helping him, and he points. He
Jojo
points.
lands on the
Smiggle.
boat. He jumps.
Which means they
I'm
have
already-
2 seconds to move.
I
He
am already
points at
grabbing
Smiggle to help her, and he's using his mage hand to help him.
So, strength checks. Alex, you have advantage.
does the mage hand help? Hey,
Really?
Thankfully, Sildara pulled in for you. Literally.
you
By
know
the way,
what? Wait.
this is athletics checks.
Oh, I have advantage.
This is athletics checks, by the way, if it affects anything.
Oh, athletics. Hold on, that might affect things. That doesn't, but for that 13, I'm gonna add Fate of the Gods. I've chosen them. Yeah.
Now, does Jojo roll anything to land on the boat?
So
I thought it was
17.
only 1.
No,
Are you sure?
let me double check.
Which one is it? Favored by the gods?
Favored by the gods. It's 2
2d4.
something. It might be 2d4. 2d4.
Reroll that.
That was 2d8.
No, that would be overpowered. Yeah, it's one better.
Better.
So, 18. the three of you kick it into high fucking gear and just start rowing at about 80 RPM, just barely moving fast enough before the Minotaur cannonballs right next to the boat, causing a ripple that sends you guys cannoning across the water towards your original galleon.
I think that was my
This-
best use of
they
Favored
all
by the
suck.
gods ever.
That's your second use.
That's my fourth.
They all saw JoJo hit the water and sink. They're near the boat. They're excited. They're out of danger. They start rowing towards the boat. All of a sudden,
Doesn't
they
he have
just hear this coming from somewhere. Da 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 da.
Jojo, I just want you to know that you also have a 50 swim speed with this sword. So you are moving faster in the water.
Oh boy.
Alright, Sylvia tries to figure out where the fuck he is.
Perception check.
No one knows where JoJo knows where you are.
15
Jojo, I need a stealth check.
Hold on.
plus.
I'm rolling.
What the fuck is my perception? I should memorize this. So that was a 16.
What is Jojo's stealth check?
13.
He
So
is
I win.
60 feet out. Behind the boat. He's coming.
What's the range
You
on
just see a
this?
big bird coming very, very fast at your boat.
Did you say 60 feet?
60 feet away.
Okay, I used Ray of Frost to try and slow him down.
You realize with Rush, JoJo can move 120, right, Sylvia?
No, you can just move 100.
D20 plus what? To see if I hit?
Your spell attack modifier.
So 5, I think. No, not 5, but 14 plus. Wait, is it 5? The spell attack bonus, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, 14 plus 5, so 19.
It doesn't hit. JoJo's got an AC of 20.
It pews at him, and just barely you're off by about a few inches as the magic dispels immediately behind him.
So Dara, help!
I'm rowing!
God
You
damn
say that as JoJo uses his 100-foot dash to reach you. He's like, come to daddy.
Well,
Wait a second.
Danny, they're also moving.
I know, but I'm not
Could
saying I reached them in
Alexander
one
use
go.
sleep
I'm saying
on
100 to
JoJo?
get close,
Use
scaring
what?
them.
Sleep
Hmm.
on JoJo, because it's AoE wherever I choose it.
You could.
But he would stab.
Drown this bitch. Drown this bitch.
I'm not gonna kill someone else's character.
You know what's really funny about drowning people in this game?
What?
Sleep only lasts a minute.
Damn it.
And the way that breathing underwater works is that you have a minute plus a minute for each constitution modifier you have. So Jojo has 6 minutes of holding his breath underwater.
Oh,
Hmm.
then.
And not to mention, him being submerged would immediately wake him up. The only time it wouldn't is if a creature is waterborne. And Jojo, regardless of what you guys might think, he is not waterborne.
Lust.
I just realized I have not had
Well-
music playing this entire time.
This campaign is going swimmingly.
That time.
Okay. But
Now,
any
tell me the truth. Did anyone expect this?
I knew it was happening, but I didn't know when.
would I be able to use shocking grasp on the water and try to electrocute him?
She's actively trying to kill him. Jesus.
Look, man, simply knocking him out might not work. I gotta go hard. If it kills him, oh well. Besides, I doubt it will kill him.
I find it so funny that she is just like, fuck Jojo.
I'm tired of being chased around every fucking campaign, okay?
Fair.
And now we just gave him a weapon that's gonna make it worse.
Oh, infinitely.
So fuck it. Just fucking teach him a lesson.
Teach Jojo a lesson.
You have to shock it into his brain. Come on, let me try.
The only lesson you can teach him is that he should not fuck monsters. And I don't think having his dick ripped off actually taught him that, so.
So, it's plan, guys. You are just barely out of this Minotaur's reach with his 100 feet of movement. He's about to gain on you. By gain, I mean be on top of you.
I put my hand in the water and used shocking grasp.
You would have to be closer.
Damn it. I was hoping the water would help.
Persuasion check. Jojo, why don't you race us to the boat, see if you can get there first?
You know the worst part is
Yeah,
JoJo's gonna be on top of you guys in more than one way.
Jojo, why don't you race us to the galley and see who gets there first?
JoJo laughs because of his sword and his need to get to you guys. He doesn't care about the boat. He cares about you guys.
Jojo,
You're his target.
I mean, that was.
by the way, you have advantage on this insight check.
I win.
Jojo, you have advantage.
JoJo's
Continue.
JoJo goes, don't worry, I'll be there with you guys and you'll experience this awesomeness with me. I will show you all.
How many orbs are there in the boat?
Hmm?
The paddles, is there only 2?
There's only 2.
Each boat can only hold 2.
No,
That's a
it's
life
I mean,
lesson.
they can hold 2.
Sildor, do you think you could drink everyone and put them in my pockets?
I can't hear you, Jordan.
Hey, Sildor, do you think you could drink everyone and put them in my pockets?
I don't think I can. Not to mention, it
My
doesn't
friends,
reduce
do not be
weight.
afraid. I'm only showing
Oh,
you
that was
the
good.
ultimate pleasure. And there he
I
goes.
don't want to kill
After-
him, but.
So, let's see. You said he was 60 feet away?
Mhm. Well, actually, at this point, with all the movement, he is actually about 30.
Hmm.
I don't know who's got the paddles?
You, Sildara, and Alexander.
Alright, I use...
Yeah, I'm gonna try real faster.
Not a whole lot
Alright.
you can do.
How
Eh,
big was that box, by the way?
What box?
The gold box that started this whole issue.
It's in his chest. He You know what the size of, like, a normal chest is? Like, the one that goes waist high and opens up?
So it would fit inside of a 5-foot cube.
Yes.
Alright, so I use minor illusion and put the box kind of like off to the side of Jojo where he can still see it, but just trying to get him to focus on that box right now. Trying to confuse him to thinking like, oh, why is this outside of my box?
Jojo,
Yeah.
need you to roll me a Constitution save. I don't think that does it.
11. What?
Oh no, her DC is 13.
Yeah!
Jojo, your box! It's out in the water! Why is it in the water?
Jojo looks at the box and says, "My box, what are you doing over there? You must help me show them the love. Come here."
She turns back to say, I think I bought everybody. I bought us a couple seconds. What are we doing?
Get to the boat! Get to the boat! Get to the boat!
What?
You guys have moved about 40 feet. Not 40 feet.
We're heading to that boat, ain't we?
You guys are 40 feet away from your original galleon. However, it is moving towards you as fast as you are moving towards it.
Oh, what the fuck?
Uh-oh.
Nobody weighed anchor.
Oh, shit.
We're gonna die.
Jojo will save you all, and then
Shut
he'll
the
show
fuck
you
up,
the
Jojo.
ultimate pleasure in the water.
Do you think we could trick Jojo into ramming himself into the boat?
I would like to say he's that dumb, but I don't think he is.
You never know. I mean, I could cast that illusion again to be like, so he'd have to choose between us or that box.
Okay, so let's put it this way. He runs into the boat, and his horns go through, and the boat sinks.
I did not quite catch that.
He runs into the boat, and his horns go through the hull of the boat, and the boat sinks. Do you want to row back to shore?
I'm just trying to
What?
figure out how.
Do you want to row back to shore with Jojo in your boat with you, jumping on all of you?
You know what I think honestly would be a much better idea?
Killing him?
No, I think that will cause more problems than it'll solve.
Okay. What do you suggest?
I suggest, and hear me out on this one, because it sounds ridiculous, but it just might work. If we let him catch us, but we trap him in the brig.
He will break out. What we can try?
I mean, once we get him in the brig, we might be able to use something to just knock him out.
Do you want to go in the brig with me? Because that's the only way you can knock him out.
How about I volunteer you for that option?
Now, Alexander,
The one
correct
who
me if
gave
I'm
the
wrong,
idea.
but you have the ability to make people sleep.
I do.
So could you not tame that
For
beast?
a minute.
That will give us some time to do something.
I mean, if he's asleep, we can take that box from him and just
And
threaten to
if
throw it
it puts him
overboard.
to sleep.
We can drop the sword into the ocean.
That sounds like a brilliant plan. Stupid and dangerous, but brilliant.
But I raise you this. Devil shark with that sword in its dorsal fin. Maybe we should.
Well, quite frankly, I'd rather deal with the shark than the fucking Minotaur.
Wait. What's the devil shark?
You was literally one of the people who live around here, and you don't know what your own local fauna is.
I don't live around here, you don't.
You lived around here for a period of time.
Well, after all that talking,
Maybe instead of
you
just
all
saying
hear
the name of it, you could describe it to me.
A giant shark that breathes something. I forget what it breathes, but it breathes something.
Do you remember the color?
No.
Different islands have different names for things. What the fuck are you talking about?
I don't remember the color.
Oh my god, you are as useless as a fucking paper condom and twice as thick.
Hey guys, after all that time talking and conversing with yourselves, you hear Jojo. Now that I have found my box, it is your turn, my friends.
Which
I
Jojo, you
wish
swim
that
over to the
mimic
box
killed
and
me.
it disappears.
Right, like I said, they spent all that time talking, so Jojo had time to get to the box. Now he's heading back to them.
I wish the mimic killed me. So, get on the boat, trap him in the brig, throw the sword. Deal?
Yeah, you get ready to grab the galleon, because we're going by it!
Oh shit! So we're going right by it right now, right?
It's moving past you guys, because nobody had the bright idea to slow the fuck down.
Is it possible for Sylvia to kind of just, How close are they to it?
Here.
Alexander grabs a rope and flies up to try and tie it to the side.
What rope?
He has a rope.
All lifeboats have a rope.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Sylvia sees you grabbing the rope and then beginning, before you take off, she goes, "Give me one end! Don't go yet!"
Isn't it tied to the lifeboat? What?
No! It's out of your bag! Give me!
No, fine. Lifeboats have ropes tied to them. Do they not?
You guys left it on the galleon.
Oh.
Cause you didn't take the rope, you cut the rope.
Okay. He kind of just drops her and into the rope.
Alright, go!
And he goes up and goes to tie it.
Alright, now,
Bella.
grab onto the rope, or me. If you grab onto me, I swear to God if you touch my boobs.
He grabs the rope.
Does Jojo get a roll to see if he gets closer?
Jojo, you are gaining. The boat is stationary, you are gaining.
Jojo is excited, yelling at them, "My friends, that will show you the ultimate pleasure. Come here. Come to me."
So, either grab onto me, or stay!
He grabs onto her.
No, not you. The other two!
Oh.
I'm
So
grabbing
she
on.
latches herself on there.
And then Cinder, being the kind girl that she is, just grabs the rope. And, you know, the whole whatever. So, because your rope is only 50 foot, Alexander, you don't even actually get all the way up to the deck before you start getting weighed down. Remember, the galleons are 6 stories tall. From the water. At least these galleons are.
Is there a window he can fly in? To
There
tie to
is, yes.
something? Flies in the window to try and tie it to something.
Which
What's
level
that
are you
tie
going
to?
for? First,
what-
below deck, second, third, fourth.
Second.
So, you go in. The best thing you can find is a bed.
Lies out goes to the third.
Third below deck. the best thing you can find is a box, but this box is smaller than the bed.
Goes to the first.
You
Tell me
start
at this
gaining.
point, going from floor to floor, JoJo is caught enough.
Hey, Danny.
Yeah?
Wait.
Bella.
Well, doesn't
You
it
go back
take
up to the
time-
first, and the only thing you can find is a bed.
That was the second it was on.
Yeah, the only thing you can find is a bed.
So the bed on the first and the second.
Yeah.
Okay, he ties it to the bed.
And Jojo, your hand reaches up, grabs the side of the lifeboat. Then the other arm with the sword in flings up. You start to hoist yourself up.
My friends!
Is this as they're leaving the boat? Because that would definitely flip the boat.
How close is this sword to Sylvia?
You see, a lifeboat's roughly about 10 feet long, so... In the game, it would be a square. Like, a square between you and Jojo. But, for story purposes, 8 feet.
So I can't grab it unless I stayed.
Well, you see, Jojo, it would be lovely to learn about what pleasure this sword is, but I've got a better idea. She starts tugging on the rope.
Alexander
How about we go talk about it on the galleon, yeah? Where it's not open water, and it's a smarter idea to talk there, yeah? Persuasion check.
JoJo smiles and says,
Persuasion.
"Don't worry,
Persuasion.
this will only take a moment. Come
Persuasion, my dude. Oh, fuck me.
JoJo looks and says, well, why don't I show you first? Then we can get up there and I'll show you again. Come here.
So Alexander has started pulling on the rope.
Jojo,
Being tied to
we
the
can
bed.
fall in and drown. Do you want us to drown in the water?
I'll hold you up while I pleasure you all.
Danny,
She whispers to the group. Alright, brace yourselves. He's pulling. Well, you see, Jojo, it would be rather unsafe for us to do it here. I don't think you want to hurt us, do you?
Right, don't climb.
JoJo looks, you will not feel pain. You will feel pleasure.
hanging on to the rope by pointing with my free hand. Jojo, a shark is coming. Give it pleasure.
Deception check.
Roll for me, Danny. Wait, which one's mine?
Got the 13. Let me see it. JoJo, as
18?
Miguel says, there's a shark showing pleasure. JoJo kind of turns his head like fish. Fish is kind of weird, but maybe the fish can help me show you all pleasure. He looks back. There's no fish.
Sylvia casts.
And they're all gone.
Looks back. Where'd they go? He sees them climbing up the rope to the galleon. He's like, wait a second. He pushes the boat away and starts swimming towards the galleon.
By the time Jojo gets to the side of the galleon, everybody's 3/4 up the way of the rope.
Man, that is a freaking sturdy bed.
Alex is also pulling on it, so not all of the weight is on the bed. And a mage hand.
So they're all scaling. First up the rope is Cinder, who climbs in the window. I'm going to do one roll real quick. Climbs in the window and falls flat on her ass.
Get off your ass and come help me pull the others up.
But fine. Runs over, starts aiding, pulling the rope up. Granted, frail arms. She's not very good at it. Second to follow is Smiggle.
Smiggle? I think you see. Get.
Smiggle.
Yes. Moment.
What the hell?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Okay, what happened? I gotta go AFK for a little bit to make some food. But Danny's still here.
Do you want to take a break for a moment? Let them sort out their food.
Yeah.
Alright.
Are you hungry?